He's no good. A heartbreaker. He is a liar and he's a cheat. I don't know why we let him play this bullshit with us. I'm telling y'all, as an American, this fool is no good. And whoa, what y'all don't know. He will not even pay when he's caught with his fingers. Some kiss me once again. Hey, Jesse, because I'm stuck like glue. Bonita, TLCN3, how y'all doing? Well, we see we have another victory for the ladies. What's the name? What is this woman's name? E. Jean Carroll has won her appeal once again, right? At first, she accused Donald Trump of inappropriate behavior or R word at Bloomingdale's, I believe. It was a department store. He ran his hand up on her dress. She was awarded $5 million. He could have nipped it in the butt then, but oh no. He appealed the $5 million. Then just before he became the president again, he went back before the court and she asked him for $10 million in damages. Right? We're talking, this is a civil, not criminal. But she, although it was a crime, she asked him for $10 million. Well, the court didn't agree with her. They didn't think there was enough money considering his wealth. So they awarded her $83.3 million. $83.3 million for what he did to that woman way back in the 70s. Right? So he said, I'll appeal. Well, the judgment has come through again where he is still guilty. They upheld the judgment. Of course, Donald Trump is never going to pay you shit, right? So he wants to appeal this again. Why don't he just pay the woman? He should have offered her. They should have settled the case a long time ago. He's guilty. We all know he's guilty, correct? And now he's going to drag it through the media again. And he's bragging about all these billions and billions of dollars he's getting everybody for. All the colleges got to pay billions of dollars, right? Everybody got to pay billions and billions, right? But he ain't got to pay nothing. Every damn time he loses a lawsuit, he just appeals it and appeals it and appeals it until it's 20 years later, right? So anyway, the victory is she has won her appeal again for $83.3 million. The courts have upheld that judgment. So, of course, he's going to appeal it. I don't know how many he gets. He's going to run it right into the Supreme Court, which he's already stacked, correct? Because they're the ones that said he could be charged with a crime anywhere, which leads me into another story. Venezuela. Venezuela is 1,000 miles away from America. He's going to take his ass over there. He's going to order a boat bombed and kill 11 people. Kill 11 people. He says they're all drug dealers, right? But he said the same thing about the people he was pulling out of grocery stores here. Remember all the people he sent over to concentration camps? And like 80% of them didn't even have criminal records. You can't believe when you're proving that you're a liar, Donald Trump, thousands and thousands and thousands of times, child, and them fools over there still want to make you the goddamn president, child. We can't believe a goddamn thing you say. So now that since the courts, Supreme Court has said you can do anything you want and you cannot be charged with a crime as long as you're in that office, girl, that means you can go over there and murder people. We don't know if those people were actually drug dealers. They might have been out fishing. We don't know a goddamn thing. Where's the evidence? You could zero into the boat well enough to know that there were 11 people killed. If you can zero in that close, you should have also have video of all these damn drugs. Small boat. There was no underneath there. It would be whatever they had in the boat, be sitting right on top, right? Could all of your technology prove to us that these were Venezuelan drug dealers? And were they coming to America? Why are we going into other people's countries, and without any trial, people being found guilty or anything else, no arrest, no attempted arrest, nothing. We just go over there and murder people for headlines. This man has no soul. He doesn't give a damn who was on the boat, right? He doesn't see people as people. He certainly doesn't see brown or black people, as human beings, right? Between him and that idiot headset, they can do anything they want to do. And he can't be charged with nothing because this is a war crime. Or do you want to go to war with Venezuela because you're a bigger country and you feel like it'd be an easy win? Is that how we run in the country now? Just bullying people? You can't go over to somebody else's country and just kill people. How y'all doing today? Child, there's so many stories on that fool. I mean, there's got to be 20 stories about Donald Trump just this morning, all unrelated. He enjoys, he relishes in that. He relishes in one thing, in firing people. His whole show was about, you're fired, you're fired, you're fired. And he's doing the same thing in the government. Hey, ding dong, be quiet. Come over here. This is one right here. How y'all doing today? Oh, that's your last name, Peterson? Bonita Peterson? Hello to all coming in. Hi, LaKendra. Hi, everybody. Lord, I wish this shit would be over. Can you imagine what we got? It's getting close to a year he's been in office now, child. One damn thing after you can't even remember what happened last week. What was the case last week, Donald Trump? Are we still talking about Jeffrey Epstein and you having knowledge of being this child molester? Right? One thing after another. They say now that Donald Trump was an informant. That shows you the character. Snitches get stitches, whatever. They say he was the informant for the government. Well, one would have to ask, if you know so much about what Epstein was doing, and you're the reason that they caught Epstein, correct? Because of an unfavorable business deal you were involved with him, and you became an informant, or at least you told on him to the government. How did you know the information to give them? If they're going to get information on Jeffrey Epstein, and they're going to go and arrest somebody of that caliber, some billionaire, wouldn't they have to have a visual evidence, Donald Trump? So how close were you to Jeffrey Epstein where you would have the kind of information that they could use? Anybody can't just say, I know Jeffrey Epstein like young girls. When you say that, you said that publicly. But I'm trying to say, how in the fuck did they use you as an informant to arrest Epstein if you didn't have information, direct information? You had to be there. You had to be there where these girls were being abused, correct? Or you would be useless to them. Only makes sense. If they're going to do a big drug bust, the person who they use as their informant would have to be someone who was involved in the crime. Correct? Donald Trump? Of course, he got all the lawyers in the world. They're going to deny. It's pitiful. They should have been forced that man to either settle with that woman. This go on. I don't know if she'll ever see that money. Jean Carroll, how old is she? 70 years old. He'll stretch this out for the rest of her life. And everybody else he owes money to. Even before politics, all the people he stiffed, never paid anybody. But yet he want to come here and he want to come and extort money from all of our schools, from attorneys, from everybody who doesn't do his bidding. They all got to pay. Then he's going to attack the whole goddamn world and put tariffs on them, saying that they can't sell their products in America. Well, really, when you get down to it, What's wrong with them selling their products in America? He's so concerned. Well, what's in it for me? What's in it for me? There's nothing in it for you, Donald Trump. There's nothing in it for us. If these people are having businesses that are successful with trade, why do you got to step your big funky feet in it to try to skim something off the top of it? Right? You putting tariff people 40, 50%. Well, how in the fuck they supposed to make a profit and then make a profit and pay all their employees and run their businesses? You can't just come and take 50% out. But yet he ain't got to pay nobody. He ain't gonna get that woman shit. That's his attitude. I'm not paying nothing. I'd rather pay it to the lawyers. Now he got all the lawyers working for him for free. You owe me a certain amount of services. How y'all doing today? The convicted sex, ain't that something? The convicted sex offender should be registered and pay her what is owed to her. I mean, what is the point in all of these court cases and all of these trials and all this shit if he don't pay nothing? If he never ends up paying anything, what's the purpose? Correct? Now the Supreme Court just said he can go out there and kill people in the ocean, and that's just what he did. He does whatever he can do, he does it. And a lot of things they tell him you can't do that, he still does it. He said that's what he said about Chicago. They can either like it or not like it. We're still going in. Pitiful. All them goddamn convictions. So let me see. Was that her case where he got the 40? No, that was with the stripper girl. He got 34 felony convictions. Nothing to do with the Carroll case. Right? The Carroll case, he owes $83 million. That was decided by the courts. In addition to that, he got all of these sex offenses, and they made him the president. And when he was the president the first time, they clocked him in at something like 36,000 lies he told. Now, how can you make somebody like that? Listen, this country, in the words of Prince, this country needs an enema. These people need to really evaluate what their values are. This man did this shit. There's no reason why that the Mexican people should even be our enemies. When did they become our enemies, honey? They helped build this motherfucker. Correct? And maintain it. How many businesses are being destroyed because they don't have the labor or the skill set that they need to help their business? What was that big car company? They raided what was it? I think it's a Chinese company, Hyundai or somebody. They went in there and pulled all those people out. I forget all the numbers on that particular case, but they're raiding factories. Now, what are the people doing that's so harmful in working in the factory? Right? Trump coming and talking about they're rapists, they're drug dealers, they trafficking, all the shit that you do, Donald Trump. All the shit you do, that you said that's what they do. No, you're a rapist, right? You're a convicted felon, correct? That's you. And here we were thinking that the world was so much better than it was in the 50s and the 30s. We really believe that bullshit, honey. These people, they're evil in their heart. In order for you to elect and be excited about something like that, like Donald Trump, you have to be an evil person yourself. Evil. That's evil, honey. And then we're waving Bibles around. This fool he don't even know which side is up. Oh, he's a Christian. He's a God-loving man. He's a God. Really? Where is the evidence? I wonder what it's like for Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama to sit back and watch this and see what happened. These people put this person, they try to tell us over and over and over and over again, this is a monster. This is a monster. And now he's in charge of everything. And he can't be charged with anything. They can't charge Donald Trump with war crimes. I mean, most people just can't just go out into the ocean and just murder 11 people, right? Oh, he says there's a whole lot of drugs on there. There's a whole, but can we see the drugs? I mean, that's what usually happens. We have to see the evidence. And the judge will decide, okay, these are drug dealers, right? Were every one of the 11 people, were they all drug dealers? Mm-hmm. Can we see the files, Donald Trump, how these people were so sure that these were drug dealers? I mean, there would have to be some kind of investigation from somewhere. I assume Venezuela. Should we be able to see the evidence? I still don't think, even if you have the evidence, you should be able to just go in there and execute people, right? Is this why he wanted the Supreme Court to make it where he can't be charged with anything as long as he's the president? They're going to be waiting at the gate for him like they did last time. Remember, right before he got elected, child, he was in court every other week. Have we forgotten that? Guilty, guilty, guilty. Everywhere he went, guilty, 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 guilty. For what? What difference does it make? It's hot in here today. It's going to be a warm. Let me open my window. Excuse me, people. Excuse me 1 minute. It's hot and stuffy. It's gotten hotter. Okay. How y'all doing? What's going on, TLC and 3? Talk to me, people. Talk to me. It's not what can be done. What can be done? I don't know what the hell can be done. I mean, Newsom is trying to fight him on his own level and so forth, but Newsom is not the president. He's not the one trying to get away with all this shit. Chicago, and there might be a hell to pay in Chicago. Chicago's a big city. I don't know how many millions of people they have there, but just going in there with all your army members, think you're going to go in there and just push everybody around. You're going to push the wrong one at some point, Donald Trump, and you're going to kick off all kinds of riots. Do you remember your first term? You remember the Rodney King riots? You remember what happened to this country? You remember riots in every city? And this is our country. That's what our military's for. What do they have police for? What do you do? Tell them, all y'all sit back. And now he's claiming that he done cleaned up DC and there's zero crime in DC. Okay, so you can be there for a month. So what happens to DC after the month is up, Donald Trump, after you done did your political stunt? Everybody gonna stay away? Really? Do that in a month, huh? People with the high school in Washington, D.C., their mama lives there, their grandpa lives there, their children live there, their wife lives there, correct? They've never been anywhere else other than D.C., and you think you're just going to wish them away in a month, and they're not coming back. So they just dissolve there. You've never had any respect for families. That's why you treated the Mexican people the way you treated them. Took their children away, locked them in cages. Some of those people never even saw their parents again. Correct? What do they call that? It's a psychopath. In other words, you're not capable. You're not capable of caring about other people. Donald Trump. They're rapists. They're drug dealers. All of them? Really? Why are you taking them off their jobs if they're drug dealers? Honey, drug dealers ain't got time to be working in no factories. Drug dealers are got time to be doing lawns. You can't accept that these people who you claim you were going to come after, well, Biden and Obama, they already took care of that issue, greatly decreased those numbers, honey. So you just started grabbing regular people, get them numbers up, up, up. What about my house? What about my house? Get up, move, move. Put them in concentration camps, girl. They came here, they're illegal. They're illegal. They're monsters. They're illegal. Well, how in the fuck did your family get here? Weren't they immigrants at some point? He has a, he's German, correct? A lot of German ideas. This cleansing. Everything got to be cleansed. Turn it pink. And the white, if the black folks ain't gonna do what you call black jobs, the white folks definitely ain't gonna do your black jobs, honey. You can forget that. So what are you gonna do? You just causing destruction here and running away all the labor and the skilled labor. Builder. How did you build the buildings? What labor did you use then? Donald Trump. Yes, right, LT. This place needs an enema. Mm-hmm. Prince said that in one of them Batman shows. Mm-hmm. All this is just his way to get people from talking about Epstein, but it's not working. Oh, I think I asked a reasonable question there. If he was the informant for the Fed, why did they choose him to be the informant? He had to know something, or he wouldn't have any value. Not, at least not concerning that case. But the case was secure enough for them to go and get Epstein, right? Correct, Donald Trump? What information did you have? Secondhand information? I don't think that would do it. You would need somebody on the inside. On the inside. Mm-hmm. He's crooked in every dimension, every way. Even his own niece, Miss Mary Trump, comes and tells he's always been crooked. He's always been a bully. He's always been a selfish pig. Always obsessed with money. Everything, all this shit he's causing, this trouble he's causing around the world is all about money, getting money. I want to see evidence of what he's doing with all this money. If he's going to come over here and cut our goddamn Medicare, cut our medical coverage, cut all our services, cut our food. If you're cutting all this stuff, what are you doing with all this money? Is this what they mean by tax cuts for billionaires? Is that only people going to benefit? 1%? We need more money. You need more money. Go over and try to get UCLA for $1 billion. Anyone cut all of the tax incentive they have, all of the tax breaks that they get, take it away. Extortion. That's pure extortion. Everybody got to pay, yet he ain't got to pay nobody. Damn near dead. Need to go sit down some goddamn where. Oldest president in history. Oh, nobody ever believed I'm the oldest president in the world. And the dumbass voted for. Yeah, I don't understand them people. I really don't. I don't think they live in the cities though. Well, the cities are mostly Democratic because there's a mixture of all different kinds of people. A lot of places are not like that. A lot of these places in the Midwest and so forth, they're still white. And so he can go over there and trick them. That means he has no respect for his own people. He used them. He took advantage of these people. I guess you would call them his own people because of the color of their skin. But they're not white. They're European, German, well, all the countries in Europe. I don't know, all these places that come here, and when they get to the shores of the United States of America, now they're no longer Italians. Now they're white. They're white people. He corralled them and played them, and it's a damn shame, honey. Not only did he play us, he played them. They'll try to make it sound like, oh, the black people. He got the black people vote. You got a few stupid. I won't say the word. A few stupid people, they ain't got that kind of power, child, to put no president in office. That's bullshit, child. That was all bullshit. Oh, he got the Latin vote. Look at, I'm way up at the Latin. All them lies, girl. When Trump comes on, there's no sense of even watching him. Now, you're supposed to be, everybody sits around the TV when the president's talking, right? Child, I bet they get more people turning off the TV when he's talking because he's a proven pathological liar. Instant. Well, it's insane. I mean, how much can we say about Donald Trump? But every day is something else, right? Now he's over here decorating. What, he wants to decorate something else? He threw with the White House, and now he's working on his ballroom. Something else he wants to decorate. Oh, now he's going to take over Washington, D.C. They're going to do the cleanup, and they're going to put up the pretty fountains and all this kind of shit, child. Why are you worried about decorating? Can't you hire somebody for that? Donald Trump, he thinks he has an eye. He got the goddamn White House looking like a pawn shop. All that stuff, child. They all come bearing gifts and gold. Gifts, frankincense and myrrh. Frankincense and myrrh. To worship Baal. Arkansas farmers most voted for the food. And then they're losing their farms. And you got to act quick, honey, because they losing their harvest. Ain't nobody to collect the harvest. You done pulled up in your damn trucks and your military vans and took them all away. Why? What were they doing? They're rapists. Really? Oh, you in Chicago, God Before Everything? Yeah, that could be a powder keg, honey. He goes in there sitting on people that start abusing those people and abusing all these gangbangers and all that. He thinks everybody's supposed to just put their hands behind their back. Come on, let's go, guys. Come on, let's go, guys. You better be careful what you kick off, honey. Riots are hard to control. We'll just kill them. Rapists, pot calling the kettle. Is there something? It's a moral ass. If he calling that boy his best friend, if they were best friends for 10 years, and the boy's obviously sexually obsessed, and he's got all these young girls, everybody I assume that works everywhere around them, they're all little girls, correct? According to all of the victims that gave and gave testimony, honey. They better be careful, because now they said those victims, they want to compile a list. In other words, if I was with Senator such and such, I remember him. Can you point him out he's him right there? They better not get to that point, because a whole lot of them going down. So most of these damn sex scandals are Republicans. Oh, we got to control. He's just playing with the military like their little pawns or little armies. When you were a kid, you play army. He's playing with the military like that. He didn't even go to the military. He don't know a goddamn thing about it. He got headset. He's so silly ass. Everything he says is so dumb and stupid. It sounds like he drunk all the time. Standing by him. Dear leader, dumbass. And China not taking their soybeans, rice, and corn. Oh Lord, yeah, the farmers are complaining, honey. They got to sell their product. First, they got to have people to collect it, to work the farms, which they're scared to go to work. They're scared to go to work because they could be deported. So they can't work the farm, and then they can't. And then you done mess with the foreign people by charging them all these tariffs. They can't even sell their products. We had a global, worldwide. These people could sell their products all over the world. He wants to dwindle it down that they can only sell their product in Milwaukee. How are they going to maintain their farm? The farm's been in their family for 5 generations. And yes, they've used immigrants. It ain't to say immigrants are some kind of inferior people, but they got to do all the grunt work. It's not to say that. It's to say that people who want to come to this country, they want to establish themselves in the United States, they start off at the bottom. All minorities, they start off at the bottom and they build their way up. They educate themselves, honey, and they climb up the ladder. Correct? He's offended by that. Donald Trump came in there thinking that was the black job. They were taking the jobs by working. You're gonna say what? When is that supposed to happen? This week? Doesn't it supposed to happen this week, starting Monday? He's sending the National Guard to Chicago. Donald Trump don't know nothing about how the streets work. Donald Trump don't know shit. He going from being just a businessman right into the presidency. That's crazy. He ain't never ran no city. He ain't never been no mayor of nothing. He ain't never been shit that has to do with service to anyone else other than himself. And yet he just became the president. And he's getting older by the second. Some of these, maybe some of them, when they got them all dolled up with that stupid ass comb over and all that kind of stuff, and these expensive suits on. But there's some of the pictures you see that you say, God damn, that man looks like he's just moments away from death. You can't even get a real readout on what his health condition is. Isn't that a national concern? They come and lie. Oh, he's the most healthy man I've ever seen. No one's ever seen anything with Donald Trump. No one's ever seen anything like it. Oh, I'm the most healthy. Well, girl, what's wrong with your ankles and your hands and your face? Show us the body. Do us one of them body challenges. Since you're the most healthy man. What did he say he weighed? 195 pounds? Maybe one of the legs is 195 pounds. Those crops was used to provide free breakfast, lunch in schools. He destroyed that too. And he pulled back feeding the hungry all over the world. I mean, it is a disgrace if we're claiming to be the richest country in the world and we don't want to give nothing. I mean, to the world, we don't want to give them nothing, the poorest people in the world. We don't want to participate. Just give us the money. We just want the money, right? We just want the tariffs. We want you to pay us to do business with us. They're keeping our businesses afloat and we're keeping their businesses afloat. It seemed to work pretty good, I think. Everybody was making a living. And then the thing is, whatever he thinks he's putting in place before he leaves in 3 years, he ain't going to be here to enjoy it. He ain't even going to see it. That man is a hard 80, 79, 80 years old, right? By the time he leaves office, he'll be 85 years old, barely able to walk. And he'll die soon after that. So what's the point? Surely those cretin children he has have enough money by now. They've certainly stacked money since he's been in office. All about money. Just give me the money. We just want the money. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'll make it 30% this week. Oh, I was in a bad mood that day. Give him 50%. Give him 50%. Ain't that a bitch? You're basically controlling all the businesses of the world. Anybody checking to see how the businesses are doing? Right? Since all their suppliers are cut off and they decided to take their business elsewhere. Eventually, that's what's going to happen. They'll all take their business elsewhere, and then those countries will start to thrive the way America used to thrive, correct? And I don't know what will happen to this economy. I don't see it getting no better. He really thought he can strong-arm these people and make factories come back to the United States. Well, what is the point of them coming back? The time has moved on. The Bible say there's a time for everything. That time when we were a leader in industry and we imported no parts or anything else from no other country, child. We were not interacting with nobody. That time is past. Right? Oh, you're gonna go back to the good old days when all the white people and the niggas they were in the South, they working the cotton field, and they was our maids. Oh, everybody worked in the factory. Everybody doesn't. Things move, Donald Trump. Things move, honey. If I need to get my batteries from this city and I need to get my transmissions from that city, whatever, they're thriving. I'm thriving. Everybody's thriving, right? But now know the United States government has to come and get their cut on everything, and a major cut on every business. He just sees it as a business. Give us the money. Give me the money. Give me the money. And after you leave, they'll spend the next 10 years investigating what was your interest in all this money. It certainly wasn't to help no Americans, right? You cut all their goddamn health coverage. You closed their hospitals, correct? You cut off any food support for them when they're trying to raise 3 and 4 kids, honey. You said, oh no, they don't need that. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, right? You have not affected the homeless situation in America at all. You talk about DC is cleaned up now. Look what I did. Well, what happened to those people who you moved around, Donald Trump? Correct. You've done nothing to help homelessness in this country, honey. Right? You're gonna start wars with individual cities. It ain't all that. Yeah, they may be 1,000 people sleeping on the streets of San Francisco. You mean to tell me that there are all these empty ass buildings and all these lots that are owned by the federal government, you people cannot find a way to provide housing for people? I mean, have you put any time in that at all? None. You don't care nothing about them goddamn people, right? Doesn't make sense. We're the richest country in the world and people laying on the street just like if they were in a third world country or somewhere. Oh, they own drugs. Won't worry about what the fuck they own or what their struggle is, honey. What are you doing to help the situation? Put your hand over your mouth when you cough. That will help the solution. Yeah, respect this country. La da 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 da. He said he's 195 pounds. Just make up anything, honey. Nothing means anything. He ain't got no. Here. Look, listen to me, white people. Donald Trump is a classist just as much as he is a racist. Correct. He's pretending to love you for your votes, right? He would not have anything to do with any of you. He considers you inferior white people, right? I'm sure that when they're gathered around their billionaire castles and shit, they call you inbreds. What's wrong with them? Why aren't they CEOs? They're white because they associate whiteness where you're supposed to be with greatness, girl. But they don't see you as greatness going working at the factory. He convinced them. He was on their side, baby. He wants to take over all the art, all the museums. He wants to change the history of the United States, pretend it never happened, child. He wants to be at his feet in every goddamn thing. And then he surrounds himself with all these idiots. Every damn one of them's an idiot. What kind of president is that? When Obama ran, honey, Hillary was the one he was running against, but he knew he recognized talent wherever it came from, because we're all Americans. They could provide housing if they wanted to. Absolutely. They need to get out of the judgment business. A tremendous amount of the people who are homeless, right, are mentally ill. These are the people that Ronald Reagan released from the mental institutions. I mean, they don't take no rocket science to see it, what it is. So why can't we help them? What's wrong with having have? I mean, you're in the business of building all these goddamn skyscrapers and shit, child. Why can't you? I mean, isn't that what happened with projects and so forth? What happened? I don't remember all these homeless people when I was a young person. Yeah, people live in projects. People still live in projects, honey. Build more. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of the slums. I'm gonna get rid of the slums in DC. It's gonna be beautiful. We're gonna have beautiful trees. Everybody. Now, this is the president of the United States. This is his argument. Oh, people can go to dinner again. They felt like they couldn't go to dinner. Everybody was afraid. They were all scared to go to dinner. So how did these restaurants survive? I mean, why do they exist, Donald Trump? So you're saying that there are no restaurants in Washington, D.C.? Because if people were so afraid to go to a restaurant, why would you have them there then? They couldn't stay in business. What were they doing for the last 300 years, 250 years? I'm just saying. Everybody, you still seem to have businesses there, right? Since they're so scared. Everybody's so scared. You're making them scared. You're creating things for them to be scared of, honey. Oh, the teenagers are going to get us. Now he wants to lock the teenagers away for the rest of their life. How many meetings took place between this prison industry, private prisons? Lock them all up, then you keep them in there for the rest of their goddamn life. How's that helping the situation? Well, I mean, I guess we're all getting whatever. I mean, we still got to love them. We still need their food. He's actually going to affect the food that we get in the United States. Right? We still have to have farmers. They can't sell the shit nowhere. They got bushels of shit that's in there rotten. They can't ship it. They ain't got no money to ship it. And nobody wants to take it. You know, if the world wanted to punish America, they just stop doing business with us, period. Okay, take your tariff, stick it up your ass. We'll do our business with Venezuela. Build that country up before you kill them all. J.D. Vance, he said he don't give a fuck. It's the best use of the military. All of them are idiots. J.D. Vance said that Donald Trump was Hitler. They just switch it around. I can get in the office. Oh, I'm changing my mind. I saw him. What was it that Donald Trump did that was so good that changed your mind, J.D. Vance? That's the second nightmare. If they get rid of his ass or he dropped dead or something, girl, then we got to deal with you. Is that better? TLC and 3, the lettuce is high like that, child. Oh, the farmers are affected, baby. China and Brazil are getting soybeans. I'm gonna drive into the city. Every time I go into that store, I go in with fear and trembling, honey. It's a damn shit. How you supposed to live? 2 bags of groceries. Okay, that's $50. Sometimes $100 if you're buying coffee. All groceries are high, and he ain't even addressed that issue. The issues that we have here, he hasn't even touched those issues. He's making up his own issues. Now we also goddamn Biden. We got to have the military ride in on our ass. Billions and billions of dollars in tanks and shit rolling through the streets. He can show strong. I'm strong. Somebody going to slap our ass back, right? Or a group of them are going to slap our ass back. Everybody's not going to take your abuse, Donald Trump. You two people look so pathetic at Kroger yesterday. What were they doing at Kroger? Going into a restaurant, those prices are double. And then you can't cook at home because when you get all the ingredients, shit. When you get all the ingredients, it costs just as much as the restaurant. No veteran should be homeless. Absolutely not. They could address that. I mean, they act like the numbers are so high. The numbers are all he does is complain. Look at San Francisco. Look at those people on the street. Nancy Pelosi. You're the president. You're over Nancy Pelosi, honey. Your pay grade is at the top. So you're supposed to do something about something, Donald Trump, except complain and bitch and send in the military. He really thinks that him wasting all his money going into these cities, all these people got to be paid, honey. Be quiet, baby. He thinks that they're gonna go for a month. That straightens up everything, and now for I don't know, for the rest of history, there's no more crime in DC. That doesn't even make any sense. They're gonna be here for a whole month. You gonna do that in Chicago too? Los Angeles. What else you gonna take up? Why all these places seem to be so black? So black, so brown. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Squeenie, what's the problem, boy? You be quiet, the little face. Where you at? Oh, there you are. How you doing? What's the matter? Going crazy? Going crazy, Daddy. Come on and pray with me. You want to pray? What you want to pray? Rational? Y'all gotta get a dogs, honey. They make such a difference in your life. A love so strong. Squinty said, danger, danger. Squinty said, stop talking about that Donald Trump, Daddy. You got the whole world talking about this Donald Trump. That's what he wants. He's famous. He finally make it. Looks like he made it. Got everybody talking about him. Mm-hmm. A man obsessed with money, a whole cabinet obsessed with money, and he getting everybody for money, making everybody pay, and they're not even curious as to where does all this money going, Donald Trump? You've been chasing money your whole damn life, right? You want to make your daddy proud. How's it funneling into your pocket and the pockets of your family? I don't know if they are smart enough to even manage the money, Donald Trump. I don't know. Playing with money like it's checkers. See, he has no desire to help us. None. He's so busy trying to separate people. When they're all, if you're the president, you're supposed to be bringing the whole country together and make it work. We ain't going nowhere. I know you probably have fantasies of all the Mexicans leaving, all the Latin people leaving, all the immigrants leaving, and then eventually all of us, our ass leaving too, or being put back as your goddamn maid. But it's not going to happen, Donald Trump. It ain't again my ass. They need to be moving forward. Hell, AI is about to take over the goddamn world. While your ass worried about the windmills. Oh, those windmills. They make so much noise. His obsession with money. You right there, got that right, LT. Why he's sitting in the Oval Office. And then he's not even ashamed of it. Why would you go in the White House, child, and just start painting everything gold? Gold, give me gold, me gold, me gold. Everything got to be gold. And everybody got to bring you gold and gifts and all this bullshit, girl. Who cares about that? Why would a president, you say you've been a billionaire all your life. Why would you even care about that bullshit, child? When you go up into the Trump Tower, he got big old thrones to sit in, girl, like you a king or something. Very childish person. Obsessed with money. Everything's about money. He done hit all the colleges. Give us back our money. Give me money. Why ain't you bothered? He ain't worked their way around to the churches yet, right? As long as they bow down and pretend he's a Christian, then he won't come for their tax exempt status and all the money they get in grants and so forth. They're so stupid. That's one of the. Hold on. Make sure I look beautiful. All right. Anything else going? What's going on, Harlow Rain? Greetings. Is anything going on in the beef section? There I look. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Ever thought of singing lessons, Tim? Ever thought of singing lessons, Tim? Why would I need singing lessons? I'm already at the pinnacle. Can't get no better than this. Emergency singing lessons. Nikki B is feeling mannish. He know it ain't gonna be doing to make me sing, honey. He knows that ain't gonna make me do nothing but make me sing. When he start terrorizing my singing, we wasn't bothering nobody. I was minding my own. When a man loves a woman, he'll sleep out in the rain. That's when a man loving his woman. You take that man who loves his woman. Mm-hmm. There you go. That'll hold you. Mm-mm. Sitting on the, be quiet. Sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. Lord, I have nothing to live for. Looks like nothing gonna come my way. Hey, I'm sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, sitting on the dock of the bay. You getting happy yet? Wasting time. Mm-mm. What's that other one? You see. What's the one with Gladys Knight, child? Gladys Knight about going to Atlanta. Ooh, L.A. proved too much for the man. He couldn't make it, so he's leaving the life. Mm-hmm. He's come to know. Oh, he's leaving on that midnight train to Georgia, leaving on the midnight train. I'd rather live in his world than live without him in mine. World is his. Oh, he kept dreaming. Ooh, one day he'd be a star, a superstar, but he didn't get far. And he sure found out the hard way that dreams don't always come true. Oh, yes, he did. So he found out his hopes. Woo, woo, hoo. And even sold that old car. Woo, woo, hoo. For a one-way ticket back to the life he once knew. Oh, yes, he did. He said he would. Ah, how he leaving. Leaving. That old Nicky B. Did I run him away? Karaoke, that's a good idea. I'll go to karaoke, baby. What's that other one I like? What is that other song I like, child? Let me see. Let me see. You're wondering if I care about you. Is there some cause that I should doubt you? Oh, oh, I can see, boy, that you don't know me very well. You're so unsure, and you run here and there to ask my neighbors. Friends only guess, they can't say really. Ooh. Don't ask my neighbors, never ask the friends I hang around. Don't be afraid to come to me. Come on. Don't ask my neighbor. Woo. Okay, dog. My dog said, shut the hell up, Tim. Shut up, Timothy. He know he gonna ignite all that singing, child. Rotten tomatoes, indeed. Thank you, so Sister Number One Show. Why did y'all stop giving me Cash App? I don't hardly get none, honey. Please consider a little tip here and there, child. At least once a month, honey. Squeenie say, hush it, honey. Hush your mouth, child. I sing because I'm happy. and I sing because I am gay. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watching over me. Yes. If I don't say yes, whatever. Stop using Cash App. I had a hacking scare. Oh, I can't stop. Well, if I stop now, Z, I wouldn't even notice, girl. It would make no difference right now, chap. I'm hoping y'all get through this period, honey. Everybody got to eat, honey. Send your Cash App. Oh, thank you, LT. Sometimes we just ain't got it, baby. Everything costs so much goddamn money. I understand it. I understand it, honey. I keep saying, Timothy, why don't you? You've been saying for years you're going to learn how to cook. I don't think I'd be saving anything, tell you the truth. Considering what the prices are and stuff, going through all that trouble, and then you got to eat the same thing until it's done. I mean, you people who have other family in your house, you have kids, you have husbands, you have all that. There are people there to eat the food up. If you're a single person, it's just you. You got to keep eating it and eating it and eating it. Timothy, shut up. You can just freeze some and then go back and eat it. And eat it. After I'm done with it, baby, I'm done. Nope, won't say much. And it won't say much by cooking whole meals. I don't know what the hell the answer is, huh? I truly don't. And then there's so much stuff closed, and this used to be a vibrant neighborhood where I live at. But we have so many restaurants, so many choices, and they're all gone. Every day, only thing I can do is go to Safeway or go to Burrito or Chinese. That's it. Everything else is closed. So you can only eat so much of the same. I mean, it's not Chinese, it's Hanun food, where it used to be 4 Asian restaurants on that same block. So we're hoping that all that will come back this season will pass. But San Francisco going through it, honey. You go downtown, it's like a fucking ghost town down there. So I mean, the train is right in front of the window, but where's there to go? The whole mall, we had a big mall right dead center of downtown San Francisco. It's all gone. The only other big store down there is Macy's, and they already leaving. They've already given us notice. And what's the other one called? Bloomingdale's. That was a big, beautiful build. I didn't shop there. I can't afford it. But it's a big one. Took half the mall. It's gone. All the restaurants gone down there. And when COVID fucked everything up because people stopped going to work. They start working from home. That means they're not coming down. They don't need lunch because they don't work down there no more. So I know it's not just this city. It's all over the country. But we are recovering very slowly. I think probably, I've seen this discussed about many cities now. It's probably going to end up more housing down there. They're going to turn all them big, huge buildings into housing because we always got this ongoing housing issue here. We got the housing issue, and then we got the vacancy issue in the business sector. It makes sense to turn it into housing. Nikki B, you know I have nightmares. Why'd you say that? Don't be saying nothing about no Jay Wilson. You know how I am, honey. But let me check my perimeter. See what's going on around here. I don't know why that boy does not appear on this computer, though, period. I see trade your lanes on here. Okay. Report of Trump's economy problem. We got about 30 pages with Donald Trump. I think we should keep talking about it. Everybody. He ain't no more American than we are. This is our country, just like it's his. He don't see it that way. Did y'all watch Mr. Newberger? Okay, I'm making a recommendation here. There's a guy over here. He does AI funnies. His thumbnail is AI funnies. His name is Mr. Newberger's AI funnies. Write that down. He does all these AI videos of Donald Trump every day. Now you got him in here sleeping. Okay. They're very amusing. He's like at the top of the AI. Be quiet, Dini. Anyway, people, thank y'all for coming in on today. I guess we go out and try to find something to eat. But thank y'all for coming in on today. I appreciate you. Thank you, Nikki B, for inspiring me to do a couple of tunes. Mm-hmm. I had forgotten all about it. Don't suit the messenger. Okay. Check your cash out. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold on, honey. Hold on. Hold the hell on. I ain't heard about this in a long time, Jack. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you. Who that is? Who that is? I have got such. You know, I think about this phone is. I think that my apartment doesn't have good. Wait a minute. Thank you, TLC. Appreciate you. I think it's this apartment. The whole apartment, honey. Because it makes no sense that I'd be getting circles. The phone is new. The service, I mean, it is Metro, but Metro has been excellent in this neighborhood. But when I got this new phone, I've been having all these issues every day, a different complaint about this goddamn phone. So I don't think it's the phone. I think it's the apartment itself. We'll see. I ain't buying no more though. Thank y'all for coming in. Later, people.